Hello my friends and welcome back, it's episode 87. Let's go trade some goods. Start with the Navy. Not really interested in that. And that's a spare of something I've already got. $427, $527. Unfortunately, nothing useful. This backpack grants its wearer 1 rate of fire bonus for any burst weapon. That's pretty good. Whenever the wearer has 2 melee weapons equipped, they gain 10 weapon skill and 15% critical damage. That's not bad either. Each attack with this weapon decreases the target's agility, toughness, and strength by 4, even when parried or dodged. That's quite nice. If an ally under the effect of the wearer's Bring It Down ability successfully hits an enemy with an attack or targets them with an ability, the wearer gains 1 fellowship and willpower until the end of combat for each different enemy hit or targeted. Wow, each successful hit with this axe increases critical damage of this axe by 25% until the end of combat. Man, that could get crazy fast. $11. Moving towards that axe, slowly but surely. It doesn't say if this stacks, but it probably does. The Earthbreaker and Carnage might be powerful tools for an angry Abelard. Who's got the heavy flamer? This is the ultimate weapon for Cassia. 12 devastating. Yeah, I don't know why I ended up having 2 of those. Might as well just get rid of these. Okay. What is your current accessory? 15% armor against warp damage, so it just kind of sucks. When the wearer deals damage with a melee attack, they gain toughness times 2 and cause temporary wounds. Whereas melee attacks deal an additional temporary wounds divided by 2 damage. Okay, no, it's not worth changing. It's not a bad cloak, but it's nowhere near as good as this one. If only I could find him a good helmet. Ah, you could actually increase flame weapons by 6, I guess. No, it's a glove, so you can't. There must be some better gloves for him, though, than these. Nope. Yeah, why not? Why didn't I do that before? You know, annoyingly, he got put on his ass. In that last battle, he got put on his ass before he even got a chance to cast his abilities. Like, his hit points literally double, and his endurance, like, quadruples once he's cast his abilities. But if they nail you before you can even move, then there's very little you can do about it. Kiva Gamma, Kiva Gamma, Kiva Gamma. Kiva Gamma. And one thing about something on the personal cogitator, so let's just go and do that. There's also the thing about waiting for the situation to resolve itself on footfall, but there's no indication of when that's going to happen. Valancius, task success. The machine spirit has recognized the one who stands before it. Previous string of sacred code signifies a greeting as well as acknowledgement you successfully completed a certain task. That answer lies beyond my knowledge. Await request. It's a miracle of the Omnissiah and a testament to his glory. Very helpful. Okay, that quest has disappeared. Are we done?
Hello, Talk.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored? Oh.
The Omnissiah knows all. May.
Okay, I don't think there's anything extra to be doing here. I probably want to do this one actually. Okay. I genuinely think there's nothing left to do now. set to go here. Man, they gave me a lot of these grenades. Right. Before I get completely stuck in, let me just see how much reputation I can get. With the Void Pirates. Of course, it's hard to know. It's hard to know, you know, what the total reputational cost is to get all the way up here. $6,700. Probably enough to get me here. It's funny how I'm only level 2 at them, because it required so much EXP to get them going. Man, that could be powerful for Argenta, but she can't use Eldari stuff, and I don't think she ever will. Rate of fire 12. Alright, let's forget this. It's just wasting time. Rate of fire 12, and the skill for solid projectile adds +2 minimum damage. So that actually could be very powerful. Lord Captain, new report. Giving out sending out a request to exchange data. Manufactorium is ignoring all of our requests and continues to send us its own. The longer we do not accept their messages, the stronger and more persistent the incoming signals become. I've never seen anything like. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartment's Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the Void ship. The Void ship's bridge. Sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with all compartments. Lord Captain, Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. Team of decryption experts get to work. I look like that when I'm working on something. Data tethers are inserted into sockets as they connect to the cogitators. One of the Vox clerics leans over the console, another is writing something on a piece of parchment. But then bursts into mechanical laughter and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream, a tech priest who is mid-prayer tears himself to pieces with his own mechadendrites. An enforcer shoves a rabid servitor away from the Lord Captain as he rushes to help the crew. The image on the pict is fuzzy, nothing but glimpses of people shouting racket Lord Captain's orders. Within minutes, the crazed crew members are either dead or bound unconscious. Scrap code. The voice belongs to an on-deck engineer who has turned to the Lord Captain for his station. We have been attacked with scrap code, tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there is a terminal for an isolated system that might still be unaffected. The pipes above the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air flings the void born away from the Lord Captain, his body slamming straight through a cogitator panel. Gas on the bridge! Rojo personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Wounded to the exit. Leaning on the support beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads towards a goal known only to him. In a state of panic, silhouettes skitter about the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. The beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. Tech use test succeeded. The rogue trader rips the power key off the tech priest's mechadendrite and opens the cover on the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he is confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. The maintenance bay is sending out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up until now, and the machines went out of control and started turning people insane. Others, driven by some hateful and paranoid logic, started butchering the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The tech priests have sustained heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. He goes to the maintenance bay himself. He arrives not a moment too soon. The crew is frightened out of their wits, already having cornered the priests of the Omnissiah and are about to execute them. Harshly cutting off any objections of the crew, the rogue trader orders the officers he gathered on the way here to escort the mutineers out and set up a guard post. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Though wounded and crippled, the ship is nevertheless returning to normal operation. Life on the bridge is bustling as ever. We know the people are surrounded by destruction. Senior officers have the situation under control, and people have been organised. Emergency crew have already finished repairing the pipes, technomats setting up cogitators and consoles. Healers are bagging up what few corpses there are and examining the wounded. Praise the Emperor, you're in one piece, Lord Captain. That is it. The situation has been brought under control more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. The bridge suffered only minor losses. Report mentioned only a few casualties. Kiva Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial role to avoid a second attack. Time has come to remind you about our agreement. I must be present in your entourage during the expedition to Kiva Gamma. This dwarf planet is marked on the Von Valancius Protectorate as charts as an atli. Serves up a source of backup water for inhabitable worlds of neighbouring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria proliferating, the extraction of ice was stopped a half-century ago. Much to your officer's surprise, he always detected an unidentified mining rig deep underground. The extraction turns out to be Incenta Corda's latest investment, whose Demoscene is located within just a few jumps of the Cranarch system. While this world is of little value, your officers see this gesture as an attempt to test the boundaries of any newly minted rogue trader's leniency. Confiscate it, let them have it, destroy it, behead everyone in the illegal mining rig and send their heads to Indrakora. The very best of wishes. Frightened workers and token security crew do not even attempt to resist the superior forces. Machines are delivered to the flagship's cargo hold, and shortly after the officers plant the Von Valancius banner on the spot where the extractum used to be. How dare you steal my stuff? Right, let's do this last fight, I think. And then we'll call it. Depending on how long this fight is. I've had a lot of very long episodes recently.
I lift up my voice in prayer for this vessel and its hallowed guns.
What am I looking at? Lots of teeny tiny chaos target practice. A 5 square jump, I could get that. Here comes the pain. Ah, damn it. Or maybe I can still get him with a little shuffle to the side. Shields up. Shields holding. Sadly, my buddy doesn't go. Goes last. Dusty! If I don't do something, he's gonna get hit by those torpedoes. Put that in your chaos and smoke it. I think they should go up here and hit me in the front. This one could probably turn this way and hit me in the side, but either way I don't think they have the necessary power to do any real damage. Oh! Was that a front hit? No, that was a side hit. Is this guy just thirsty to get hit by torpedoes or what? Reload the guns. Should I turn them? Or should I jump forward? If I jump forward, I can shoot them. Let's turn them. Oh, I turned them enough so that they couldn't get a hit. They're too slow. Ah, fail. Wonder if I can do a swing run now. No. Only during the acceleration phase, sadly. Anyway, these are both facing the wrong way, so it's over.
Another victory of two great dynasties, Lord Captain.
That was easy. Good old Mr. Hendricks. We're going to have to sit down and work out what we're going to do with him. Who did I not bring? Please tell me it was Eutrophilet and not Jay. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it was. Okay, it's fine. No solemn ceremony, no personal meeting. I fear we are too late and we won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. I assumed I would conduct an investigation and track down traces of the cult of the final door. I believe we can discard that plan now. Both the incident with scrap code and the manner in which we were forced to land indicates the situation has taken a turn for the worse. Nevertheless, must use this opportunity to try and determine what the cult was doing. Look around and find out why the arrival of the rogue trader did not elicit the usual fuss. To speak plainly, I would not count on a warm welcome.
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
Okay, here he is. Allies affected by the word of the Emperor are healed. For 1 plus Psychos Psi rating plus allies resolve divided by 2 plus 10. Okay. This doesn't seem to work. Critical hits scored by anyone within the Psycho's line of sight, including the Psycho themselves, increase the Psycho's critical damage by 1% until the end of combat. These could both be very good. He's a melee psyker. That could be useful. Dual weapon mastery. That's useful later. Also somewhat useful. Willpower, strength, and weapon skill, I guess. This guy's going to be a bit of a healing machine, I think. Sure, why not? This is awareness 30. Athletics it is. Okay. Regeneration. It's going to be a bit of a healing machine, this boy. Sure, why not? Okay. Probably could have gotten him level 3 psychic actually, because it's unlocked at level 30. Psyker Extremis or whatever, or Termis. I can get that next time. I could get him enough strength for heavy armor, actually. This is old junk. We have better grenades these days. Okay. He is the warrior, isn't he? Yep. What is this? Ah, he does indeed have 2 melee weapons equipped. Seems reasonable. 5% extra hit chance. Guess it's better than nothing. I got a real problem with like finding accessories that don't suck. He's not an officer, so that's useless. Yep, there just genuinely is nothing. Really wish I'd taken that Psyker's badge now. Oh well. I'll just treat him as a healer that can also defend himself up close.
Is there money to be made?
My pleasure.
Right, I'm going to say that is it for now, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.